Hello, welcome to this week's weekly musings. How are you? I hope the last week has treated you well and that you have managed to get everything done that you set out to do this week. We're back on a Monday. Here we go. Start of a new week. What goals and intentions have you set for this week? I think it's really important that we do set some intentions and that we do take time to plan what we want to achieve each week, because I think it gives us a sense of motivation and productivity. Every morning I come down early in the morning while everyone else is still asleep, and I do some meditation and I take some time to journal and write down my intentions for the day. And when I don't do that, I really see a difference. So I would urge you to have a go. This week, I have chosen cards from the Radiant Rider Waite again. As I've said a few times now, I'm really feeling connected with the tarot just at the moment. So apologies if you prefer oracle cards rather than tarot. However, if you do, leave me a wee comment and we'll certainly get them back out again for you. But I think it's really, really important that we lose the fear about tarot. And that's why I like to use them as much as I can, to let people see that they're nothing to be frightened of. The theme this week for the cards, as I drew the cards, 3 words popped out to me: communication, diligence, and intuition. The cards that came up this week were the Lovers, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So let's break them down. Let's take a look and see what the cards have to say to us this week. So I'll hold the Lovers card up. If you're watching on the video, you'll be able to see it. For those who are listening, the card depicts a man and a woman standing naked in the Garden of Eden, or something similar to the Garden of Eden. And the Tree of Knowledge to one side, the Tree of Life to the other. A mountain behind them, but between them, which stands as like a phallic symbol, with a great angel looking down on them and the sun shining. And there's also a cloud between the 2 characters. So what does all this mean? When you look at a tarot card and you see all that information, what does it mean? It's a major arcana card for a start, so that immediately indicates to me that this is a significant turning point in your life. This is a significant period where you have decisions to make, you have a soul contract to fulfill. What are you here for? What have you come into this incarnation to do? Well, perhaps this is one of those times where you need to stand up and be counted. As I look at this card today, as I'm looking at it, this cloud between the man and the woman is standing out to me so much more than it normally does. And that's what I love about the tarot. Different things stand out to you at different times. So because I'm really noticing that cloud at the moment, it's saying to me, is there confusion? Have you been struggling to articulate what it is that you really want? Have you been struggling to really get clear on your vision? Cosmic energy has been quite intense over the last few weeks and months, and I think we're coming to a period now where clarity will come back. However, it may just be that you need to dig deep into your reasonings, what makes you tick. This card is linked to the zodiac sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which is about communication. It is about communication. So what major themes are coming up for you right now? What thoughts are you having? What words are you using? What do you find yourself saying over and over and over again? You know, what is the theme? Place your hands deeply into your heart. You know, just sit and breathe. Come out of the head, down into the heart. Listen. Because the Lover's card relates to emotional choices as well. So it's really important that you follow your own heart and you follow your own path. You know in your gut what is right for you. You don't have to be swayed by other people. Okay? Lots more could be said about this card. I could probably talk about this card for an entire hour or more. I'm not going to do that today. I just want to give you some thought starters where you can maybe go away and journal on this yourself. Another side of this where the cloud has come in, with the angel looking down onto the man and the woman with the cloud between. Are you struggling to tune into your higher path? Are you trying to force the issue with your own plans without seeing how it fits into the bigger picture of your life? Think about these things, sit with them and journal. What is it you want to achieve? And how does that fit in? How are you being then of service to other people? Allow yourself to be the quick-witted, communicative self that you need to be. Allow yourself to tune into your emotional needs. Allow yourself to be raw and vulnerable if needs be. The card depicts two naked characters. They've nothing to hide from each other. So work with integrity and follow your heart. The Three of Pentacles is the second card that's come up, and this card depicts a skilled person hard at work. Two people chatting with them, maybe seeking them out for their skill or their expertise. Very much Pentacles is a minor arcana card, Three of Pentacles, and it is all about what other people see and the earthly realm and materialism, safety, stability, security, having enough money, having, the work that you do, those sorts of things, the earthy things that are really important. And the Three of Pentacles is all about, honing your craft and beginning to be recognized for your skills, beginning to be sought out for your skills and your skill set. Is it time for you to put yourself out there? Is it time for you to shine your light and step out maybe of the spiritual closet? I've spoken to so many people in the last couple of weeks who are starting their own business, whether it's intuitive healing, energy healing, holistic work, just taking an about turn from a career and moving forward. Do it if that's what makes your heart sing. Put your plans in place, hone your craft, really put a business plan in place, get it sorted. It can be really daunting sometimes whenever people do start to seek you out for your advice and for your expertise, because imposter syndrome starts to creep in. You get the negative ninny brigade on your shoulder going, oh, who do you think you are? You can't do this. Does that sound familiar? I know it sounds familiar for me. I get that all the time. You just have to flick that little negative ninny brigade off the shoulder and trust that you know what you're doing. Particularly if you have been working hard to put your skills and your business in, or your craft, or whatever it happens to be, that you've been working hard and diligently. So this is another card where, as I said earlier, communication, diligence, and intuition. Communication was really coming from the Lover's card, and the diligence then was coming from this Three of Pentacles. So use the communication skills from the Lover's card and your deep connection with your heart. Listen to your heart, tune into the bigger picture of your life, apply yourself diligently, and create that plan towards your own dreams and allow them to come true. Remember last week, the time is now. Go for it. Go for it. Final card this week is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Suit of Wands is all about passion and intensity, but it's also about intuition. Because our passions arise from our gut, and then, what does that tell us? What's your gut telling you? So for those looking at the video, you'll be able to see, for those listening, the card depicts a hand coming out of the sky. It glows with energy, clutches a large wooden wand. The wand has green leaves, symbolizing new growth. The sky's blue, there's a castle in the distance, green rolling hills and far off mountains, and a little calm river gently meanders through the trees. This card represents all those eureka moments, those flashes of passion and intensity and, inspiration. But you need to take action on them. Okay, your intuition guides you along the path, but it can't do it by itself. So there's no point having all these wonderful ideas, all these brilliant ideas and all these brilliant things, but then not actually following through on the actions. You have to actually move it forward. Otherwise, the fire of your passion will burn out because you're not actually taking the steps towards it. And then it becomes a regret and something that you wish you had done, but you didn't. So what are you being guided to do? Is it time for you to finally take the steps towards it? It is absolutely normal to feel nervous. Absolutely normal. Feeling slightly terrified to do something new is pretty standard, okay? But change is needed to keep things fresh. Change does feel scary, but it's needed. And it keeps you feeling alive. So I hope these 3 cards have inspired you this week. The Lover's card, finding that communication, being able to tune into your heart and your emotional needs, finding your connection with others, leaning into your partnerships and your relationships to find the support that you need or the guidance that you need, listening deeply to your heart. Moving forward then with the 3 of Pentacles into that diligent application of your skills, being sought out, putting yourself out there to be sought out, allowing yourself to negotiate contracts, to step into the world of self-employment if that's what you want, or employment perhaps, working for someone else. This 3 of Pentacles is often the employment card, so is it a new job you're going for? And the Ace of Wands then reminding you that your intuition sparks that fire of passion within you, but then you have to take the action to see it through. So let me know what you think of these 3 cards this week. I hope they've spoken to you in some way. Be brave, communicate, be diligent, be intuitive, allow it all to come. Remember to always share your thoughts with me in the comments. If you'd like to learn more about the tarot, you can do so. There are 3 tarot workshops coming up in September, October and November in Ards Yoga and Wellness Centre in Newton Ards, numbers permitting. So hopefully if you are intrigued by the cards and would like to find out a little bit more about them and learn how to read them for yourself, you can join that course. There's also a brand new Reiki Solution group membership program available online. If you are a Reiki person and you are wanting some additional support and Reiki shares and healing circles and things like that, if you jump on board with the online group membership, the online live classes will be starting in middle of September. And I'm really looking forward to welcoming as many of you on board with that as possible. All my one-to-one private mentoring students get free access to that. But if you're not in the one-to-one mentoring group, you can still access. It's £25 a month, so it's affordable and it's really worthwhile doing to keep your Reiki practice fresh. And if you're just a brand new Reiki student, I would really urge you to jump on board and join it because it'll help you cement your practice. Other announcements I have for you this week, I think that's pretty much it. This week is my busy week with lots of mentoring and clients in this week. So if I'm a bit slower to respond to messages, my apologies. I will get to you as soon as I can. And the Reiki class in September is fully booked. There are spaces left on level 2 in October and some spaces, 1 or 2 spaces left for the level 1 class in November. So this year is wrapping itself up quite quickly. Do get on board with anything that speaks to you. And remember to leave me a comment and let me know whether the cards this week spoke to you. And I'd speak to you all next week.